In 1 week, I am going to Colombia and I am going to be there for 3.5 months-ish. I'm also doing a little hop over to Ecuador, which is super exciting. And I feel like I have been way more relaxed about this packing process than I was when I went to Mexico earlier this year. For that, I was prepping like so far ahead of time. I mean, I also had a lot of things to buy because it was my first solo trip. And I guess now I'm just a lot more relaxed about it. So it is 1 week before. I have not started packing at all. Today is the day. I do have some things that I bought in preparation, especially based on the kind of things that I learned from my first solo trip. I talked about it all in my unpacking video, which I'll link up here somewhere for you to watch. But yeah, I'm super excited, but also from a packing perspective, I'm a little bit more nervous because I feel like I'm going to be bringing more things that are not as light. When I was in Mexico, I was mostly staying in places that were pretty warm, so it was easy to kind of pack lighter clothes and for warmer weather. But now I know I'm going to be staying in some places that are a little bit cooler or where I'm at least going to need some layers. Nothing crazy, but I'm definitely going to be bringing like a few more pants and sweaters and stuff. So I don't know, hopefully we can work this out and pack well. I am using my Osprey 55 liter. Why do I always forget? Yes, my Osprey 55 liter, which I did use for my Mexico trip. It was fantastic. It has the detachable backpack, which is like strapped in right now, but it comes out. Yeah, that's what I'm traveling with. I'm going to be checking the big part of the bag, taking the little backpack part as a carry-on, just like I did last time. So let's get started. So the first thing that I have done was look at all of the weather for all of the places that I'm going. Like I said, I know I'm definitely going to be in some warm spots, but I also know I'm going to be in some spots that might be a little bit chillier. So my process for packing and deciding on all the clothes that I'm bringing, this is just my beginnings, is to basically take out everything that I think I might want to bring, all of the things that I really loved having like in Mexico, things that I want to bring on this trip, and we'll see where we're at with narrowing it down because I feel like I'm definitely going to be grabbing more than I'm actually going to be able to fit. Okay, I have very quickly realized that I have made an error in my packing plans today, and that is that I did not do laundry beforehand. So there's like a bunch of stuff. I pulled some stuff literally out of the laundry to put here just so I can visually see what I'm bringing. There's a bunch of laundry stuff that I need to wash first so that I can actually set it aside and pack. So I think today's gonna be a bit more of like a partial packing day. I'm just gonna get kind of an idea of what I have, what I wanna bring, and then I'll probably take a picture of it so I can remember, and then I'll probably have to wash everything before I actually can pack and put things together. Okay, well, just reminder for next time, do your laundry before you start packing. Duh. Okay, we've made some good progress, I think. So far I've got these 4 pairs of pants, 2 dresses, leggings, shorts, that's a skirt, some workout stuff that I can kind of also mix and match with other things. I'm probably gonna need some more tank tops, got t-shirts, underwear, etc. Now the thing is, as I mentioned, I am actually gonna be going to Ecuador, specifically the Galapagos Islands. For like 2 weeks, I'm doing this tour with G Adventures with my sister. So that's something I also need to consider when I'm packing. And then we're actually gonna be spending a couple of days in Cotopaxi National Park as well after the tour. And I don't think I'm gonna be doing like the big hike, but I wanna do some of the hikes that are there. And I just don't know. I just don't know if my regular running shoes are gonna be okay enough to kind of do some things, or if I need my big hiking shoes. I really don't wanna bring a whole other set of shoes, especially since for the rest of the trip I don't think there's going to be like too much hiking going on. I don't know, I think I'm just talking myself out of bringing an extra pair of shoes because I just don't feel like it's going to be worth it. Yeah, so I think the plan for shoes right now is my regular running shoes, the same ones that I brought to Mexico, my Tevas, which I've already put in this handy little shoe bag, but yeah, which I loved. Basically same plan as Mexico. Like I felt like the shoe situation I had going on there was great. I wore my Tevas like most of the time, my running shoes for the gym and any hikes or adventures, and yeah, and then I also brought a pair of flip-flops that I'm gonna go grab. I think I definitely overestimated how much packing I would actually be able to do today, but I'm glad I got started because now I at least have an idea of what I might need. I think I want to get maybe a couple of cuter tank tops to wear because some of the ones that I brought to Mexico I found were actually kind of like just like bulkier than they needed to be, like hotter than they kind of needed to be. So yeah, I think that's as far as I'm getting for now. I will see you another day. All right, officially less than 24 hours before I am on a plane to Colombia. So I think it's about time we packed. I have got this laundry hamper full of clothes right here, which just looking at it, I am definitely going to need to condense that. We'll get to that in a second. And then I've got this pile over here of like a bunch of, you know, toiletries and tech stuff and whatever. So I think I'm gonna start with the clothes because that is what I am most worried about. First things first, I think I'm gonna put it all on the bed and see what we're dealing with here. So I definitely threw a lot of just in case extras. I'm not sure if I want to bring this kind of stuff in here. We're definitely going to have to condense a lot. I think I'm going to start by setting aside the things that I know I really want to bring, for sure yeses, and then we'll see where the gaps are. Yeah, so I think for like tank tops, I can add maybe 1 or 2 more, but otherwise I think I'm good. Maybe 1 t-shirt. And I do want some warmer clothing. So like obviously this is gonna be a nice long sleeve, probably 1 or 2 sweaters. I feel like I'm gonna have to try things on. Why is this so much harder than when I was packing for Mexico? Okay, so this is what I actually ended up bringing with me, starting with 2 pairs of pants, these cargo ones, and then these more loose flowy linen ones, plus 1 pair of leggings, 1 pair of jeans, this cute skirt that I thrifted that could easily be dressed up or down. For shorts, I brought this skort, linen shorts that I bought when I was in Mexico, and a pair of jean shorts. For tops, this cranberry tank, this pink tank, this striped little halter, another striped halter, clearly I have a type, a simple black tank, and then this other tank which doubles as a workout top. 1 crop t-shirt, 1 bigger baggier tee, this more sporty tee, and a black one, 2 button downs, 1 is short sleeved, 1 long sleeved, which are great for layering, and this cardigan that I wore a lot in Mexico on chillier nights, and as well as a big cozy hoodie. For workout wear, I brought these black shorts and green sports bra, as well as these green shorts and black workout top, and also this casual little dress. Okay, so I just tried on everything and that was actually super, super helpful. I made a big mess of it now, but it really helped me narrow down what things I am not gonna bring, what things I definitely do wanna bring, and so I've got a good base. I'm going to put it all in packing cubes, see where we're at, and then and then if there's extra space, I might add a few things, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, let's start with packing cubes. So what I used when I went to Mexico earlier this year, I had, oh, I definitely had more than that, I think. Anyways, I've got 3 sizes of packing cubes. This is the large size. These are all from Trip Travel Gear, by the way. I'm gonna link them below. They were fabulous for when I was in Mexico, so I'm really happy with them. So yeah, this is the very large, extra large size. There's like this medium size, there's this small size, and I actually have 2 of these like really big sizes. I don't know why I didn't take them out to begin with. Okay, so before I pack, I do want to identify what I'm wearing on the plane. Probably my biggest, bulkiest items. So definitely this hoodie. Probably my jeans as well, so that they're not taking up too much space when I pack. I'm thinking just one of my t-shirts under the hoodie. Keep it simple. Okay, so I think I'm gonna use one of these large packing cubes for my pants, shorts, bottoms. These cubes also expand, which is great because I like to do that so I can kind of shove as much as possible into them, and then I zip them shut to compress them, and then it just makes them even smaller, which is perfect. I think I might even put my dress in here because it feels like there's room. So those are all of my pants, shorts, workout shorts, and my dress. So let's compress this cube. This is what I was doing last time when I was packing for Mexico, to squish everything together. Oh, thanks. Okay, there we go. Nice and compressed, all my bottoms ready to go. Okay, now I'm feeling like this is actually not that much clothes at all. This is great. I was a little worried. So this is my second large packing cube where I am going to put as many tops as I can fit, which is hopefully all of them. And that wasn't even hard. Let's put this sweater in. I'm gonna try and maybe flatten it. Okay, there's literally like extra room in here right now. I have the room. There was another t-shirt I was thinking of bringing, so I might as well add that in. Let's compress it. Beautiful. All of my tops for 3.5 months. Done. Okay, in this one I've got swimsuits and pajamas. It's obviously not full at all, but I think I just want to bring this to just keep it like physically separated from all of my undergarments. Which are all in here. So we've got 3.5 months worth of clothing in all of these packing cubes, which is great, but I learned from last time is that the challenge is not necessarily getting everything to fit into your packing cubes, because you can fit a lot more than you think in there. The challenge truly is getting everything to fit in this bag, plus all your toiletries, plus your electronics, because I do obviously work while I'm away. So that is going to be the real test. So I think next I'm going to compile all of my my toiletries, my bathroom stuff, and see how that goes. Okay, so here I've got my supplements that I'm bringing with me. Quite a bit for, 3.5 months. I did write in permanent marker what they are, just because bringing all of the actual containers, these are powders, which is why I'm just bringing them in their actual containers, but to bring all of the boxes for all of these would have just been taking up way too much space. So this is much better. I labeled them. I took pictures of the original labels as well in case they ask, but hopefully this will be okay. So for my toiletries, I am using this handy toiletry bag, also from Trip Travel Gear, which can hang. It has a little hook here and has a bunch of pockets. It was super convenient, super helpful. I brought it to Mexico with me. I'm going to be using that again. I also have this clear bag, which is going to be great to put into my carry-on for kind of like essentials, some of this other like random stuff, any liquids, etc. So that's what that's going to be for. Okay, so first up I've got my skincare. So I've got like cleansers. Last time I put them in here and that worked well. So I'm going to do that again. Perfect, all zipped up in there. And for makeup, I used this top part. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of bringing more than I did last time, so we'll see. For now, I've got like a little tinted serum, foundation, my foundation brush, concealer. This is like a little SPF powder, so you can brush it over top of your makeup or just your face in general, and it's SPF 50, which is nice, so you don't have to like lather cream on your face. My eyebrow pencil, eyeliner, mascara, blush, and another concealer that is just like different from the other one I have. So like I said, maybe not all of this needs to come with me, but let's see. Okay, that's actually not that much at all. I think that's gonna be fine. I guess it depends how many other things I shove in here. Before I continue on with this, I kind of wanna make my carry-on pack first and then see like what's left over to put in here. Okay, so things I wanna bring with me in my carry-on, definitely earplugs, my essential medications. I'm gonna bring my contact lens solution, definitely some gravel, hand sanitizer, little cleansing wipes, as well as a little pack of tissues, some electrolytes. My sister bought these like Organica brand electrolytes, so I'm taking a few of those. Oh, and you know what? I think I'll also throw my contact lenses that I'm gonna need while I'm there, just because if my luggage gets lost, like I really don't want to be without these. Okay, that's it for now. There's still room in here, so I can definitely add more if I want to. It kind of depends how this packing shakes out, because this is my carry-on. Let me open it. So pretty decent size. I am also going to be putting all of my electronics in here because I want them on me, obviously. So depending on how full this is compared to how full my actual bag is, we'll see. One thing I also know I'm going to be putting in my carry-on for sure are those supplements, which is all this. So I think I'm gonna put this in like one big Ziploc bag so that it's all together. Okay, forgot my tongue scraper. Essential. Deodorant. We'll see if that works. Something that I'm bringing with me on this trip that I did not last time is these laundry detergent strips. I actually haven't opened this yet, but basically they're like these flat little paper strips that dissolve in water and act as laundry detergent, so you can like hand wash clothes in the sink and things like that. And last time I was definitely hand washing certain items, and I know I will again this time, or sometimes if you like run out of socks or underwear or something. Yeah, then these are great to have. I'm gonna be testing these out. I love that they are just this flat pack, so it's gonna be super easy to bring with me. It's probably gonna go in the big bag. Also, Mantis Sleep has sent me this eye mask to try out. I have actually not even opened it yet. Maybe let's open it now. There we go. So this is the silk mask that they have. I chose it because you know, silk is nice on your skin. That's cute. Proudly pro nap sticker. Oh, okay. So it looks like this is like a little bag. Yeah, it's like a little travel bag. That's cute that it comes with that. So this is the mask. I don't really want to put it on my face right now because I'm wearing makeup and I don't want to like dirty it already. But what's cool is that it like wraps around your head so it can be like as tight or loose as you want it to be. Also, these little eye cup things are adjustable. You can pull them off. Ooh, it even says like what direction to put them in. It says your nose. So that goes like obviously inside towards your nose. Yeah, and they're nice that they're like kind of cupped and hollow so your eyelashes aren't like squished to your face, which is always so annoying in sleep masks. And yeah, they're nice and like padded and squishy and silky and smooth. So yeah, I'm very excited to try this out. Stay tuned. And that's cute. They even give you like a little case with earplugs. That's so nice. Okay, so I think to pack it, I mean, I can just put it in here. I think this like neon part is where you can put like the little iPad thingies if you take them off, but I'm just gonna keep it all together. That is definitely going in my carry-on. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna add band-aids to my carry-on pouch because I think that's just a good place to put them. I also got a bag for my pads. I'm not bringing that many. I'm really just bringing enough to get me through a few days or so or when I get my period, but when I'm there, I can obviously go buy some. I don't really want to have to take up like too much space in my luggage or anything. One singular tampon. Okay, great. So I realize this packing is kind of all over the place, but I find that's sometimes like the best way to do it because then you can kind of shift things around as you need, you know what I mean? Oh, these are like little alcohol wipes. I'm gonna put them in this bag as well. Starting to fill up. Some other things that I'm putting in like my toiletries kit here. Razors for my, actually I should go get my actual razor. So yeah, razor essentials. This is what I bring instead of a loofah. It's like a rough like little shower glove. Packs up really nice and compact and does the job. Polysporin, Tide to Go, floss, and then some medications like some Imodium, some Tylenol, Maxidol. I might have to move that around to make it fit nicer later. But yeah, that's the gist of it. I'm probably going to be bringing one tiny little travel toothpaste thing with me in my carry-on just in case, but I'm gonna be going shopping once I get there to get all of my essentials, so I'm not actually bringing any like shampoo, conditioner, toothpaste, so I'm just gonna buy all of that when I'm there. No point in wasting the space that I do have on those kinds of things that I can just buy. Okay, so I think I'm gonna swap over to electronics now. So actually Bagsmart did send me this electronics carrier case, so I'm going to try and use it to pack for this trip because last time I just put everything in like random bags. Okay, that's looking pretty good. There are a few things that I am not going to be putting in here, like this giant extension cord thing, which I know it's huge. It's actually quite light. It's not that heavy, but I did find it useful on my last trip, so I am going to be bringing it again. I'm not sure if I'm going to bring this, which is, let me get it out of here, which is an Anchor power core, so it's like a battery charger for your phone. I have another one that like plugs into the bottom of your phones over there somewhere, and last time I pretty much only used that one, and this this is quite heavy, so honestly I'm not sure if I'm even really gonna use it. So what's the point of bringing it if I'm not using it, you know? So that's still TBD. I do have my hard drive that I think if it fits, I might just like plop in here. Hopefully when I close it all up, that will fit. I'm actually thinking it might be better to do up here because this part's a little bulkier, so I'm gonna just move some of this stuff around. Okay, better. Okay, that actually looks perfect. Ooh, I didn't even get the tag off of this yet, but anyways, it's actually quite nice and flat, and that is all of my, well, not all of my electronics. My DJI Osmo Pocket 3, which is what I am filming on right now, obviously has its own case with the mic and the hard case and all that kind of stuff, so that's gonna be in its own bag, but this is all of the cords and the hard drive, and yeah, so that feels really nice. A lot better than having it all just like rolling around in a bag like I did last time. So that's pretty cool. I'll leave a link for this electronics case below. So that's definitely coming in my carry-on with me over here. Another thing I'm gonna do before I start packing is put these AirPods into everything. I like to put one AirPod in my checked luggage, of course, one in my carry-on, and then another one is gonna be going in this fanny pack crossbody that I basically bring everywhere, use for everything. Looking full. Maybe we'll shove that in here. Actually, what I found was helpful last time is that instead of keeping the entire bag open while you're packing, is to like slowly kind of zip it up as you fill it, and then that just makes it a lot easier to know how much space you're working with and to like shove things in to fill in the gaps and things like that. So looking pretty good, I think, but that's also because I have not put the toiletries in yet, which I usually slot in right here at the top. There's like a pretty good space for them where they fit quite nicely. And I also have this hat that I bought. It says, "Doing it for the plot." Very fitting, I feel. I'm probably just gonna wear this on the plane because there's no point in packing it. In regards to shoes, I'm going to be wearing these running shoes on the plane, and then I'm gonna be bringing my Tevas, which they pack pretty flat, so this should be easy to just like slot in here. Let's see where I'm at with that stuff though, because I still have a few random miscellaneous things kind of lying around. Oh, okay, so let's fix this. We're just getting all the weird angles in this video. Okay, so this is actually gonna be carry-on. It's just like a little pill case where I have my daily supplements for while I'm traveling tomorrow, as well as some emergency things like Imodium, etc. So that's gonna go in the little like top pocket of my carry-on. I do have this hand cream that I was going to bring with me, but I'm also like, I could just buy that there. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna zip up this toiletries bag first and see how that feels. I'm always amazed that this bag actually zips up because it is stuffed full with so many things. There we go. Wasn't even hard. So like I said, that is going to slot in right in here at the very top. Perfect fit. Okay, wait, this is like working out really well. The pads and stuff, I'm just gonna shove in the side here. This is a little laundry bag that came with the packing cubes when I bought them, I believe. So it's great because you can just roll up the top, clip it, you can hang it on things. So I really love it. It's super convenient to have. So I'm definitely gonna be bringing that with me. Put it right there. Travel towel. I brought these to Mexico and they worked great. I'm gonna link them below. They're just off of Amazon. There's like a regular, well, maybe not regular size towel, but it's a bit smaller, but there's like a large towel for your body. And then I like that it comes with a little mini towel that you can use for your face as well. Last time I did also bring a like second beach towel, which I realized I don't actually go to the beach and like lie around on the sand all that much. So there was really kind of no point in me bringing it. I mean, I did use it, but I could have done without it as well. So just bringing the one towel this time. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting things? So those laundry strips I'm gonna put into like this little mesh pocket. The charger for my electric toothbrush. There's also a little mesh pocket on the side here on the inside. So I think I'm gonna put this in there so it's kind of out of the way. I don't know if that's really the best place for it actually. I don't know. I don't remember where I put it last time. You know what? I'm just gonna pop it right here because there's some room. Then it's gonna be nice and protected with all the squishy clothing. In my fanny pack, I'm going to be putting chapstick, my wallet, which I actually still need to like add all my cards and stuff to, but that's gonna be going in there. Earplugs, because why not? Of course, passport, and then my phone's gonna go in there. I've also got this tiny little flashlight, which I'm also going to put in here. Or actually no, I'm gonna put it in my carry-on. That's where I had it last time. So I hooked it onto like this part right here, this little loop. My air tag is attached to this section, and yeah, the bag does have a sleeve section for my laptop. So actually I know I'm all over the place with this packing, but I'm gonna put my laptop in here. I did also buy a Kobo e-reader for this trip. I have been using it for like the last month or so, and I love it. It's great, and I'm just so excited that I'm gonna be able to have an unlimited amount of books with me, and it's only going to take up this much space. This is the smallest one, I believe. It's the Kobo Clara Color, and I love it. So I'm gonna put that in the same sleeve section as my laptop, I think. Oh, I did bring a journal last time as well, which I did write in. So I'm gonna need to remember and make sure I bring some pens as well, but I'm gonna pop my journal in here. So I think I'm gonna put all of my other electronics at the very bottom of my carry-on, because I know last time I went through security, they wanted to take a closer look at my supplements, understandable. So I'm going to probably leave those kind of near the top so it's easy to just take out for them to check if they need to. And then this bag with all of my supplies will be somewhere in the middle. So this can probably go at the bottom. This is the portable phone charger I was talking about. My sister gave it to me and I just never gave it back. It just like plugs right into your phone, and it's been very convenient. I'll probably just put that in the little pocket at the top. My handy dandy electronics case. This is the kind of like bag that my DJI goes in. I'm filming on it right now, so I can't fully pack it, but that is also going to, I don't know, maybe I should put some stuff in it to test it out and make sure it actually fits. Let me put this in here. I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I'm also bringing this tripod, which I know it's kind of big and hefty, but I did use it actually quite a bit on my trip to Mexico, especially when I was going places alone and I wanted to take a nice picture of myself. It was actually really handy to have. So I did look around to see if I could find smaller tripods, but the only ones that I could find that were like significantly smaller were the Gorilla Pods, which don't actually like extend to a full length. They just like stay this size, or other tripods that were pretty much the same as this. So if you know of tripods that are light, travel friendly, and also extend to kind of like at least like 5 feet or something, or maybe 4 feet, something around there, that would be great. Drop that in the comments. So far this is what I've got, and this is all I've been able to find. Got that in there. This is my Hey Birdie safety alarm, which basically, if you haven't heard of them, when you pull this out, it starts flashing like a strobe light and makes a really loud ear-piercing noise. So if you are in trouble and you need like attention and help and stuff, then that could be helpful to have. Thankfully, I've never had to use it, but it is good to have. Last time I put it on like one of the front straps of my backpack here, which was great, but I also found that, you know, I obviously don't take the backpack everywhere. Usually if I'm walking around town and whatever, usually just with this. So I'm thinking I might actually attach it to here. Now, I don't know if I want it really like dangling off though. Like, you know what I mean? Like I don't want it, but then if I put it on the inside, then it's gonna be harder to actually like access and use if I'm in trouble. You know what I mean? I don't know what to do. I think I'm gonna attach it to my backpack and then decide later. Perfect, there we go. And then on the other strap of my carry-on, I also have a little carabiner, which is where I attach my water bottle to, so that I don't have to worry about like shoving my water bottle in the bag. It just like hangs off of the strap, which saves space and is really convenient. LOL, I immediately remembered several things that I forgot to pack. Toothbrush. duh. Glasses, contact lenses, or the contact lens container, some Q-tips. So I'm gonna put some Q-tips in a bag, bring that with me. I also have like this little mini straightener, which I brought last time and was definitely handy. I don't know, because I cut my hair. Like my hair used to be super long when I was in Mexico, so this was nice to just like adjust the bangs or whatever a little bit. Now that it's short, like I don't need it, but also like, I don't know. The issue is I haven't really figured out like what I'm doing with my hair. I mean, this is just kind of what it is. Maybe I don't need it. I'm gonna need to pack a hairbrush. That's gonna be important. And then some scrunchies, clips, and hair ties, that kind of thing. But none of that stuff is gonna be taking up a lot of space, so I think I'll be fine. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a bunch of this stuff out to actually use like later today, like my toiletries and whatever. But I do wanna kind of faux pack everything just to make sure it all fits so I'm not stressing about it tomorrow morning. So like I said, I've got the tech stuff in there, this, and I'm starting to see already that these supplements might be tough to find a spot for them. What are we gonna do about that? I'm not sure. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna take it out of this bag because it's obviously a lot easier to like shove these individual bags into things than everything together. So I think maybe I'll just leave the 2 powder ones in here and then we can figure out how to work everything in. So, oh gosh. Okay, so actually that's not bad. These can go just loosely around. And that's that. Looking pretty good. Throw my AirPods in here so I don't forget those. Eye mask. I'm gonna see if I can shove it into the actual bag tomorrow when I'm packing, but if not, then there is always these like mesh parts on the side here where I can easily slot it in. So I'm not worried about that. That's gonna get in there one way or another. Oh, I think that's it. I feel eerily calm. Feels weird that everything fit well. I guess I'm packing well, but like I also feel like when packing is too easy, it's like, what did I forget? What am I not bringing? So I'm definitely gonna like review my lists. I'm gonna review the list I made from Mexico and see if there's something I'm forgetting this time around. But yeah, I think we're looking good. So the carry-on is packed. This easily zips up. I do have this little lock that I'm going to use to lock this shut when I check it. This also goes around like this, so it's like nice and secure. It's only like 12:30 right now, so I still have all day to remember things that I might have forgotten. Otherwise, I'm feeling good to go. Done. Good morning. It is currently 5:30 a.m. My Uber is coming to, oh my gosh. My Uber is coming to pick me up in like 15 minutes and I have to repack because obviously I've been like using things last night and this morning. So just need to rejig all my things, but I've done it before, so I've tested it out. I know it's gonna all fit and work. Yeah, otherwise feeling pretty good, feeling excited. Gotta go get my toiletries. One thing I forgot to mention yesterday is this tote bag that I'm gonna bring with me for the market, shopping, groceries mostly. That was really helpful last time, so definitely bring that. All done. Apparently my Uber is already here. It's here nice and early, so might as well gather my stuff and head out.